Just like in the cauldron.
That worked.
Handy? Never know when I might need these. Gonna need this. That wasn't a warning. It's Aratak. Two fire claws. This is gonna be tough.
I can help with this, but
We have to stop meeting like this.
we will. These are driven from our land.
One of the fire claws from Thunderstrom. That's another one. Thanks. 2 of us, 2 of them. More of a fair fight.
Their numbers are much depleted, thanks to you. We shall end this threat and keep Cyan safe. She speaks as the shamans do, only clearer. There's an echo of my sister in her.
Take care of each other, Hartok.
Farewell.
These will keep. I guess I can't blame you for that. Almost like a spiral. There is a container on its back. There.
In my memory, I hold many songs. Some of these have been lost to all but me.
I think there's frost between my teeth.
Back in the cut. I never thought I'd see it. Let's see.
These things again.
safe. A few minutes anyway. I'll find a use for you.
I heard. Aratak told me about Araya.
I'm sorry, Naltuk.
No apologies. Aratak said that in the end, she was filled with the blue light. She got what she always wanted, didn't she? Each time I doubt my way forward, I think I should seek her guidance. And then I remember. The only guidance I'll receive is my own. Which will have to be good enough. There's much to do.
The Fireclaws. Aratak asked me to help hunt them down.
It's a dire task, but it occupies my attention, so I suppose I'm grateful for it. My scouts have tracked them across the cut.
I've already found the Fireclaws, Naltuk. It's over.
That's it then. That's the last of the daemon's work washed away. The last notes of Araya's song sung. The cut is a safer place to live because of what you've accomplished. And now it's time to start anew.
I'm glad I could be a part of it.
As are we all, Aloy. Thank you.
They say it was you who brought life back to the frozen Tallneck.
Snowfall stopping.
remembers. Grab this now. Start. Here they come. Corrupted Watchers.
Hello, Devil Dog. How you doing, man? Good to hear. So, what have you taken an interest in? Well, what games specifically?
I thought!
Sounds of fighting. Has something attacked the Karja fort? A corruptor.
Turn back, girl! These machines are dangerous!
The sun shines upon us this day!
It wasn't the sun risking its ass down here. So, will you open the gate for me now?
You heard her! Open the gates! And send word to Captain Abaddon. Where you headed, girl?
West! To Meridian!
Open the gates!
The Way of Broken Stones is a hard run, even in the best of times. You might want to have a word with Captain Abaddon. He came from Meridian not long ago. You find him in the fort, on a balcony to the left overlooking the valley.
Okay, thanks.
We're the ones who should be thanking you for taking down those machines. Walk in light, Nora.
Whoever's in charge here might know if Nakoa came through.
Yeah, Far Cry is more or less my main franchise on this channel. Number 5 and New Dawn are pretty good. Particularly as, well, one story anyway.
There's a guard under the last key.
I've just been refocusing my efforts on Horizon and Red Dead Redemption.
Don't mind the work.
However, I do have The Last of Us Remastered. Even though I didn't really want to play that back in the day, but, well, I think 6 years ago when the game came out I was less open-minded than I am now. And some of the events that took place in it really put me off. But things are different now. So I might give it another shot.
I'm worrying about my next meal.
Buy what you need, leave the rest. Would you like to buy something today?
How you doing, Marcus?
Captain Blon? I have questions for you. First, about another Nora woman who might have come through here. And second, about the trail to Meridian. What can I expect on the way?
Well, it was definitely another Nora. No way I'd forget that. She caused an incident. As for what to expect on the trail, nothing good. More machines all the time, and our scouts report corruption that way as well. So much for sealing things off. Keep to the roads. They're safe enough. Though after what you did at the gate, I'll wager you don't scare easy. It's a good quality. I could put it to use, if you don't mind a quick jaunt back east. I know it's bold of me to ask a favor after you just did one, but I can offer you answers in return. If there's anything you need to know about the Sundom.
What do you need, Captain?
I sent several patrols east when we got word of corrupted machines there. All of them confirmed my fears, so I sealed the gates. But it looks like we left some men behind when they were closed. Waleed, tell them what happened.
Machines attacked us near an abandoned Nora village, sir. Lakir told us to pull back. Then I lost sight of the others.
Never seen a Nora woman before, soldier? Have some respect. Report to her, not to me.
Lakir always stresses reporting back, so that's what I did. I felt terrible about leaving them behind.
Well, now that the gates are open again, I can send someone after them.
I'll see what I can do about your missing men.
I would be grateful, but not as grateful as Waleed. You hear that, lunkhead? You might be off the hook.
Snow? Better than rain, I guess. Not by much, though.
Move along.
The world beyond the sacred land. I need to find Olin and learn everything he knows. Who the killers were, how they saw me through his focus. Who the woman is. The one who looks like me.
You have to cut through
Why
the
they want
wires
me dead.
before you remove the part?
Olin's trail leads to Meridian.
obviously. See, you say
When I
it's
catch
obvious,
him,
but I
he
don't
will
understand
talk.
why I just can't grab hold of the
Then
part
he
and
will
pull.
pay for all the
He
lives he's
just
ruined.
explained that.
I didn't hear it.
I think I've got it.
Snow chill itches.
Wait a minute, that's the 3 hunters from up north.
So, the Scars of the North made it to the Sundom.
Aloy, we weren't sure we'd see you again. Oh, Aloy, you should see us in action. We're natural scavengers.
Didn't you just step on a long-leg lens not 2 hours ago?
That wasn't my fault, all right? Otor didn't tell me those things were slippery. How was I to know?
They're still doing this, huh?
Oh, I don't think they'll ever stop.
Swear on this guy or Tor. Agree. Oh, I mean, I may not have really put much effort into the game, but I know it was a good game. It just threw me off back then. I didn't like what happened at the start of it. That was the first time I'd seen anything like that in a game before, and I didn't react too well to it. Put 2 hours into the game, but just sort of lost interest. Not because it was bad or boring or anything, I was like, no, don't want to do this right now. But again, like I said back then, I saw things differently. So, I'll probably be okay with it now. Fuck me. I forgot that was there. It's the first one as well.
Oh boy.
Ouch. Out the way. You're gonna die? You're gonna die? Give me berries, give me berries. Yeah, see, Red Dead is another another one that's a very tough one to track down. I think I'm on
Focus
my
ship. Another signal.
what, 5th playthrough, I think. I believe it is in
Looks
there.
like the signal is coming from that tall neck.
No, I never did play the first one. I never did. It's part of the reason why I'm glad the second one is a prequel, but even then, I didn't realise that until after I got the game. Even if it happened to be a sequel, I would have been okay with it, but it wasn't, so it's alright. Hey, stop kicking. Come here. Uh-oh. That's not good. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, despite the fact that I never played the first one, I more or less got the gist of what happened in it. I saw the ending to it as well. Didn't enjoy that either. I mean, I guess at some point down the line, if it does come out on, say, like the PS5 or something, I probably will play it.
Stocking up. much? This should be a good spot.
Oh wait, you
Time to find a way up to its head.
find a way up to its head. It's not like
Okay, time to climb up to its head.
seriously, machines, you just knocked me off at the top of that thing. Right, that's it. You just declared war. Defcon 1 now. Climb up something, please. Away from these stuffy things. Right, I'm far from impressed now. Should not have done that. Oh, don't hide under the water, get out. Just die.
Definitely awake now. I should be able to jump onto the tall neck from here.
Stay down. Please don't go away.
Damn.
Away, I'm warning you. Hit me, I'll make it my personal mission to kill every last one of you. Well, Horizon without a doubt is one of the finest games ever made. It has probably the most unique story I've ever seen. And it's not for everybody though. It's not for everybody. If you're fine playing games like this, then it should suit you very well. On the other hand, if you're not, then I wouldn't advise playing it. I can definitely promise you will not see anything like this one.
You again.
The bandits imprisoned these people.
What was that?
For later.
What the? Can't scare me. Come out! I don't think that Lard's napping. The search is on. What was that? Blast it! Man down! You hear that?
Damn, you guys are so stupid. How many are left? Oh, quite a few. Oh,
They've
4.
set up an alarm. Don't want them to use it.
Gotcha. Me, I was born and bred in Scotland.
How were we supposed to refuse Jiran when he said the sun demanded blood?
Currently live in London. I moved down to London when I was 4 years old, so my Scottish accent is more or less gone, but apparently it still shows itself every now and then. That's surprising. Which part of the States are you from? Don't need these.
And yet we pay the price.
Need them soon enough.
need this fucking air support. Right in your face. Oh, buzzed off, did you? Good. Get out of here.
That away.
Cities. Now they're nothing.
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to search.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens.
How long do we have to wait?
What am I supposed to do? Just sit?
Yeah, when they saw the freaking weapon I was carrying that took out that Thunderjaw, I'm not surprised they flew off.
My brother's shift today.
So I just shot them with it too.
Olin's in there, somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
If this keeps up, I'll be broken among. It's always the merchants who suffer.
Good luck getting through, Outlander.
Halt!
Arrested 2 for disorderly conduct.
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Redridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So, you're alive. We should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay. Come on.
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard. I don't get involved in politics.
So many people here, all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
That girl. Is she a Nora?
Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. You won't find better ways.
Ursa! How long will a blood for blood, vengeance for Ursa? How long will Avad hide in his palace?
Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered, and her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
The corner of this rug is frayed, and the floor near it is worn. Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Azeram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Call it a day, girl. Wasting time.
Right, just gonna go to the toilet and get another drink. Back in a minute. Back.
Looks big and heavy. Let's give it a little push.
Let's give it a little push.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Should have seen things I broke on the road to get here. Oh.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited.
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family.
Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted. There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances, and see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me? Look, I'll head for Redridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Redridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do. This place. Smells like nothing I've ever smelled before.
Come take
Is
a
that
look.
some
I'll give you
kind
a
of
price.
spice?
Take a look at these wares. I don't care if you think it's superstition.
Falling in love with a merchant's daughter.
I love this bit.
Don't bother me, Outlander. I don't need a mercenary, I need a miracle. Someone who can tell me who slaughtered my men.
I'm a good tracker. Maybe I can help. What happened?
Mass murder, that's what. 5 night guards shredded like cabbage out there in the quarry.
Could machines have killed them?
Don't see how. The quarry is fenced and gated, and I've never seen a Glinthawk do anything like this.
Anything strike you as strange or out of the ordinary?
Well, let's see, oh yeah, chunks of corpses, gushing blood. Sorry. Pressure's getting to me. Not used to murder. Nah, nothing unusual. Well, except we've been doing a little blasting lately, and Saravad said, no, that's just stupid.
What exactly did Saravad say?
Ah, nothing. Kept babbling about a pile of rocks out there. Said he didn't remember it from yesterday. I told him that this here is a quarry, where we move rocks all day. So rocks getting moved ain't so surprising, lunkhead.
I'll have a look around the quarry.
If you think it'll help.
It's a bit, frivolous, isn't it?
Yeah, welcome back. Back to the machine hunting.
Strange. Where did this mound come from? Oh boy, you're a big one, aren't you?
I love this bit.
Oh, wonderful. I've never seen a machine like that. Whoa, nor a hunter so bold. Take this. It's from the quarry stores, but no one's gonna argue that you don't deserve it. May you walk in the light, friend. Especially when dealing with what comes up from the ground.
That's nice. Glad I stopped for a bit.
Ooh, save that. Haven't done that for a while.
Oh, you're in for a treat. It's quite a show.
I've seen better.
Oh, that's great. Attack the turkey.
Please, enough. This can't be how it ends. Help! Plucked me from death's grasp. Thank you.
Did you guys even need my help? It's like 8 of you here.
I get to see another sunrise because of you. Thank you. Praise the sun!
Not stopping for you!
The hell? Don't even know. Cheers for that, man. Much appreciated. That's one for good old like every now and then. Just when I get the dislikes that I laugh. I pretty much take dislikes as a compliment. So it just means I did something right. All the idiots have disliked it. Completely cock up. A bit of jealousy, I call that.
Be fascinating.
Am I going the right way?
If they weren't looking for me. Trail.
That's one big broadhead.
This is what you intend. To bring these ancient things back to life.
Their power serves us.
Machine demons from beneath the ground. It's a nightmare.
Nightmares, yes. The worst dreams of our enemies come true. Yes. Rise!
For catching him alone.
These things will destroy us all!
They will only destroy our enemies and bring us back the lands that were taken.
Finally focus. Stop working.
Search the area. We may have intruders.
Forgive this intrusion, Aloy. You left me no choice.
Who is this?
An interested party. Now, their focuses are disabled, but I don't know for how long. The rest is up to you.
Who is this? Goodbye, quiet approach.
Fire time.
I promise. I'll tell you everything.
I know you will. The killers who came for me at the Proving, who are they?
The Eclipse. Some kind of holy warriors. A cult of the Shadow Carja.
Shadow Carja?
Except they're not like any Carja I've known. They don't pray to the sun. They worship some kind of devil.
I'm not interested in their superstitions.
Oh, it's not a superstition. Their devil is real. It has a name, a voice, the most terrible voice, and they do its bidding.
You say this devil the Eclipse worship has a name?
Hades. That's what they call it.
Hades. And you've heard it speak?
Steel to my soul. I heard. Just once, when it saw you. Such a voice. A cold, awful jangle. It scrapes your bones. It hollows your guts. A metal sound, but like nothing dug from the earth or smelted in a forge.
And what did it say?
System threat detected. Just 3 words. But in the voice of a devil.
What are these Eclipse cultists after, besides me?
They never said. But given the Carja civil war, they must want to overthrow Sun King of Abaddon and take Meridian back.
What do I have to do with that?
I don't know.
When they attacked the Proving, a man came for me. Tall, strong, dead eyes.
Helis.
And who is he?
The terror of the sun. Stacker of corpses, we Oseram called him, when he was the Mad Sun King's champion. If only he'd died with his king. But now he leads the Eclipse. I tell you, he's the most dangerous man alive.
How did the Eclipse recruit you? I know they took your family hostage, but why you?
I was a scrounger, a rummager in dark places, good at what I do. I suppose they knew I would serve them well as a scout. I had taken a delve near Maker's End. When I surfaced, they were waiting. I laughed when I saw the priest, but then he showed me Helis's encouragement. I didn't laugh after that. They gave me a focus to watch my every move. I followed orders.
You had access to Meridian. Why didn't they get to Avad through you?
Too much dirt under my nails for an audience with the one true Sun King. But whatever Ursa or Aaron told me, the Eclipse heard every word through my focus. That's why I couldn't warn you. If I'd tried, they would have killed my family.
Why are the Eclipse digging up ancient machines? And how do they get them to work?
I thought they wanted them for scrap, but they brought them back to life. Plugged some kind of device into the corpses so that Hades could whisper to them and call them from their grave.
I've fought that kind of machine before. Are there others?
Yes, the ones you fought today they called corruptors, but there are others, much bigger, bristling with ancient weapons. Those they call Deathbringers. I've only seen them buried in the ground, but after today, anything is possible.
Sounds to me like they're raising an army.
If so, the world will fall. And I helped dig the pit.
The Eclipse were sent to kill me because I look like another woman. Older, maybe twice my age, short hair. Who is she?
I don't know. My focus found her image once, in the ruins at Maker's End. Maybe you can find her there.
You found her image in the ruins? How?
There was a door. Beside it, a kind of ancient device that contained the woman's image. My focus recorded the location. You do look like her. Is she your mother?
I'm the one asking questions. I've heard enough. It's time to finish this.
I won't beg for my life. But if there's any mercy in you, free my family. Please.
Where would I find them?
My focus recorded the location. There are always guards there. You look like you can handle yourself.
It will take many good deeds to make up for the crimes you've committed.
You're sparing me? After all I've done?
Yes. Forge a new life, Olin. One of better make.
Then the rest of my life will be lived in your debt.
Go to the place where your family is being held and wait for me. We'll make their lives the first ones you save.
I didn't earn this mercy, but I will die to make myself worthy of it. I will be waiting for you.
It's it's quite a long and somewhat complicated story to explain at first. I guess you could say in a way humanity was overrun by the machines, yes. The ones that these guys are using that they're just dug up out of the ground. Yeah, they destroyed humanity a few hundred years ago. I believe it was around our lifetime, or the era that we live in. It was, I think it was about 2062. The world was destroyed by machines that we created and basically lost control of. Similar to how Terminator went. The machines started thinking for themselves and destroyed the world. Some guy, I think his name was Ted Farrow, he created some really powerful machines back in the day that he called peacekeepers. He gave them some very powerful abilities, like the ability to take control of other machines, replicate themselves, and in case of emergency, they could consume any and all forms of biomass. So that's plants, animals, and people. And what happened was one day one of the groups, or swarms as they called them, decided to stop responding to commands and went completely rogue. They started attacking everything in their way and they couldn't stop them. They couldn't override them, they couldn't shut them down, nothing. And it turns out that the more machines that they sent after them to destroy them, the more quickly they took control, the more they replicated, and before you know it there was millions of them all across the planet and they couldn't stop them. And by the time they got round to hacking the machines and taking control, it would have taken about half a century or something like that, and they were going to completely destroy the planet within 15 months. So there was an individual, a scientist named Elizabeth Sobeck. She decided to come up with a solution to the problem.
He's in trouble.
And basically save the world, as so to speak. And I don't really want to say more at this point because I'm actually heading to the location where that information is kind of explained. If you don't know the full story, I'm not going to say what else happened, but that's the gist of it. But this young lady you're playing as, she, when she was born, she didn't have a mother. And part of the
not much farther now.
Part of the rituals that they go through when they're growing up is to prove themselves as warriors, or if they win at this proving ground, they're basically granted a wish. She wanted to find out who her mother really was, but it turns out she didn't have one. But she looks like this lady called Elizabeth Sobeck. And when she was a kid, she found a piece of ancient technology, which is the focus that she's wearing. It allowed her to interact with the technology of the old world. She's been using it ever since she was a little girl. She's gotten used to it. It allows her to, you know, interact with some of these machines on another level. The machines that are roaming around now are not the same ones of the old world. These people have been born into this world and they've been growing and living alongside these machines. Now within the last 10 years, they've become a lot more hostile. Nobody knows why, at least not yet. And she's on a mission to find out what the heck's basically going on, because this group of people attacked her at the proving, the eclipse, and she doesn't know why they did it. She's going to find out why. She found her image of Elizabeth Sobeck inside the system, and she looks exactly like her, and I mean exactly like her. So she thinks she's her mother, and she's off to find out what this whole thing is about.
You spying through my focus again?
I was to say it's quite a story.
Go on. What do you know about her?
Very complicated, but also very intriguing at the same time. I don't see anything like it.
But be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops. To help you deal with them, I've left some useful equipment just outside the ruins. Your focus will show the location.
Pass the bloody gun. Mind me, boys.
They saw us.
Corrupted watchers. Six guards. The Eclipse and corrupted machines. Cooperating. Eclipse, just like you said.
Forged Earth Delvers made off with any riches long ago, but not the ancients buried in the...
heart's raced before the ground freezes again.
Don't mind me.
Who went down?
Damn it. Get him.
All these...
Am I hearing things?
Okay, I know I was hiding in the grass there. What the hell? Fucking rocks up. Throwing rocks at me. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, see, that's the thing, you kind of have to see it from the start as well. It would make a little bit more sense.
An explosion. Another explosion.
Rotate turret! And fire! All weapons operational. Time to get it moving, and be quick about it. No daydreaming.
Soon this demon will be up and running. Another Deathbringer to clear out the ranks.
Has to be one of the Deathbringers Olin talked about. Fitting name. I'll never get into that tower. Unless I destroy that thing first.
Focus. It stopped working.
I've disabled his focus.
I'll handle it. Steam's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points. did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it. Let's see what you have to say.
I bet his boss is watching you.
What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Oh! What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. I need to find a way inside the tower.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobak. Please step inside.
Greetings, Dr. Sobak.
Dr. Sobak, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farrell. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
It's only a little late, don't worry.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to...
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your focus. They'll help you understand.
The air. There's no smell to it. Another cave-in. But I could get through. Looks like I can climb here. Looks like the way up. What's left of it. It'll be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too. Getting goosebumps. Come on, Aloy. Not even that cold. up. All it takes is a few good handholds. All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Believe me, dude, it's an extremely, very, very, very bad idea to make machines feed off of biomass. I mean, it was only in case of emergency according to this guy, but I would not design a machine that can self-replicate or consume biomass. Taking control of other machines is one thing. I may allow that, but I would not make it so they can replicate themselves and eat people, plants, or animals. Worst idea ever. You don't want AIs doing shit like that. Of course, it'll be explained in this bit here anyway. This is the guy that made the machines hundreds of years ago.
It's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone. Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots.
Peacekeepers.
That consume biomass as fuel.
In emergencies.
And you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted. The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
All right, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
You're insufferable, you know that? Let's get on with this. Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be like that. Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Yep. Indeed, wow. This game has a lot of wow factors to it. So that's the gist of it so far. This Lady Elizabeth, she saved the world somehow with this Project Zero Dawn. They died, but life went on somehow. Question is how? But yeah, this girl who was born like 19 years ago looks exactly like her. Her DNA is practically a 100% match, but when I saw that her DNA was nearly 100%, I knew exactly what she was. Wait a minute. Ooh, cauldron. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a trampoline.
I should check on Erend at Red Ridge Pass. He said he'd be waiting. Ah, shit. Alright, you sons of bitches. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see you through your little cloaking devices. Let's corrupt one of them. You're not gonna be the one to stop me.
Oh, fucker. You think you're funny, do you? Alright, okay. I'm coming up there to get you. That's alright, that's okay. Oh, you're still alive, are you? Okay. Don't like fighting this thing. Oh, come on. Where's my trip caster? There it is. They love electricity. Literally. So it's on fire as well, shall we? He is, big bastard.
Someone's grumpy. Your ass. Get him, get him, get him. Oh yeah. Ooh. I like it, I like it. Haha! Oh, I'm flying. People love electricity, but you hate ice.
brittle wiring, all fucked up. Guess I'll take these back. Got nothing I need. Echo shells maybe. That'll do. Oh, the hell.
There we go.
Sorry, I didn't
Information
see
to help me
there.
override more machines.
From YouTube. YouTube sometimes doesn't display them, sorry. Yes, basically, when Aloy was attacked at the beginning of the game by the Eclipse and one of their corrupted machines from the old world, they have a piece of technology on them which she incorporated into the end of this spear. It allows her to take control of other machines. Because the Eclipse are using ancient machines, and Hades is allowing them to take control of other machines out there. So if the machine looks like it's all red, you know it's a corrupted machine that's under Hades' control. The blue ones, these are the ones that came after the old machines. That place I just went into is a cauldron. That's where the machines are manufactured. But I'm not going to say where these ones came from, or what the deal with the cauldrons is. Oh my god, a convoy. Good times. That machine in there was a Thunderjaw. It's one of the most powerful machines in the whole game. You don't want to fuck around with it. It's armed with all kinds of heavy weaponry and abilities. The more cauldrons you override, the more machines you're able to control. So now that I just took over that cauldron, I can override the Thunderjaw if I want to. There's like 5 cauldrons in the whole game. But in the meantime, I can also I can control the smaller machines that look like bulls or horses, because you can use them to ride on the back of. It's faster to get around that way. In the meantime, if I've overridden a very specific cauldron, I can take control of other machines in the field as well, and they can come and help me out. So if you're in a tricky situation, override the nearest machine, if assuming you can do it in the first place, and get them to come and help you out. Well, they just go and do their own thing, but you know what I mean. Salvage their weapons as well. Like that machine there is a Ravager. It's got a laser gun on its top there. If I shot that off, I can pick it up and blast them to hell with it, which I really enjoy doing. It's a hell of a distance to go. Just teleport. I'm going to periodically look at the feed. It's not showing up on my screen in the top right corner there. But that's a YouTube thing. Fucking thing. I wasn't ignoring you, just so you know, it's just YouTube. Stupid. Yeah, there's all kinds of wacky skills you can get in this game. There's all kinds of tactics and approaches you can do. You can set traps, you know, you can hide, you can do stealth attacks. Every machine has its strengths and its weaknesses. Some are very resilient to fire or electricity or ice. Some are very receptive to fire, electricity or ice. So the big bastard in the cauldron, his strength is electricity, so if I shot him with a shock arrow it wouldn't affect him, but I could set him on fire or I could freeze him. Now, one of the best approaches in this game is, if you can do it, freeze any machine that you come across if you're having trouble with it, because once they're frozen, the amount of damage you do on them increases by about four times the amount. So so instead of doing like 400 damage, when I shot the Thunderjaw I did about 1200 damage to him because he was frozen. So there's a lot of tactics that go into this game. It's not what it appears to be. Sometimes you have to be very clever and you have to plan ahead for some of this stuff. Thankfully, because I've played it enough times, I more or less know what I'm doing. You know, it's quite often I'm already planning my next move before I get to a certain point in the game, because I know what to expect.
They're inside too.
So this little machine here, see how he's corrupted? It belongs to the Eclipse and Hades. You cannot override these ones because they're already being controlled. And these are the Eclipse troopers.
Eyes on me, bro. That does it. Time to take a look around the room. Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess. What was this place? The furnishings were metal. How'd they ever get comfortable? It was the metal world. Guess they were used to it.
And so what happens is when you scan a machine with your focus for the first time, they show up here. So look for the machine, like the Thunderjaw. Look, read about him, see what his weaknesses and his strengths are. He doesn't have any weakness in particular, which means that he one way or another he's susceptible to fire or ice. But if his strength is electricity, don't waste your time using it on him. There are certain parts of the machines that you can shoot with particular arrows and stuff, and they explode. They cause like a chain reaction. So this bastard here, he's got a freeze canister on his belly. So if I shot a freeze arrow at it, but it's not it's not easy to hit. But if I shot an arrow at it and it overloads and explodes, he would basically completely freeze right there and then. I wouldn't really have to do much effort to actually freeze him. Then I just switch back to regular arrows and I just keep shooting his hole until he's gone. But there are parts of the machines that have got extra armor on them, and sometimes you hit them, which is why it does less damage. But like his cannons, his disc launchers, I can knock those off, pick them up, blow him up with them. Watch out for his tail because he'll hit you with it. But the three most powerful machines in the game, or 5, sorry, is the Rockbreaker, the Behemoth, the Thunderjaw, the Stormbird, and the Deathbringer. The other ones before that are, well, this one's quite dangerous too, the Snapmaw. The others are fairly small, medium size. But don't underestimate them, because when they operate in groups and they're mixed up amongst each other, like you see Longlegs, Tramplers, and Sawtooth together, with a few Glinthawks flying in the sky, you can be overwhelmed quite easily. It doesn't pull any punches.
Red light. Guess that means no power. Holographic interface. Must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Three power lines, 3 sources. That makes 1.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. The bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
That did it. Sounds like that did it. Tools being used. And voices. More clips. Must be another way in. It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers, just weapons. Luck's with me.
God. The wait is that's relatively short.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
Well, of course you're going to be dying a lot, pal. I was the same. We're all the same when we play a game for the first time. That's just that's something that we all need to remember. We all start out rubbish and then we get better. I did. When I first started the game, I got my ass handed to me on every fucking platter in this game. But I mean, after a while, I slowly but surely learned how to deal with the machines, deal with the game, get the best outfits, the best armor, weapons. Plus, this is me. I'm actually playing this on New Game Plus at the moment anyway, so I've already got everything. And there are, I think there are about 6 different difficulties. There's story mode, easy, medium, hard, very hard, and ultra hard. And I'm playing it on very hard at the moment.
Can't be too prepared.
I might just be making it look easy, because I'm very powerful and I'm, well, very well equipped. I can be killed.
The eclipse. Tampering with a metal devil. But they don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out!
And this one can move.
Oh yes, they had to fight hundreds of those. I'm wondering in the next game I'm going to fight one of these fucking things. The size of it. I'll be riding on the back of a Stormbird when it does. Hopefully.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat. What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
Oh, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of Alpha and Beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off. Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do?
had to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines. Not before the world she knew, her civilization, ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again. Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Oh, this should be quite the ride. I'd do that again, if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
Complete opposite end. What is the time? Half 11. It's the third hour. Might have to stop it here for a while. Just gonna get something to eat and some medication. Yeah, it's fine, man. I'll be back on later on, probably. I might be doing this or Red Dead Redemption. I'm decided. Just trying to focus on those two games at the moment.
sun priest falling in love with a merchant's daughter.
Makes a change to see a Nora outside of a border skirmish. Oh, wonderful!
Right, that's me done for now. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Everybody, Devil Dog, cheers for tuning in, man. Hope to see you again soon. If not, enjoy the rest of your weekend, man. Take care now.